Hey everyone, welcome to An Insomniac's Insight. This is my little introduction piece. This is more or less just me telling you guys what this whole podcast is probably going to consist of. First off, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate the fact that you're here listening right now. Your support actually means a lot to me. This is something that I've always more or less considered doing. I've never really taken the chance to actually go ahead and go for it. But it's always been in the back of my mind that I kind of wanted to do something along the lines of this. But I decided, you know what, there's no better time than now. So I'd like to see where I can make this whole podcast thing go. So again, thank you so much for being here. Your support really does mean a lot. Like I said in the beginning, I'm really new to this, obviously, so I don't really have a set structure as to how this whole podcast is going to go. I'm kind of intending to start it off pretty random, more or less just me talking about whatever comes to my mind or whatever I feel like talking about at the time of my recordings. So that's pretty much where it'll start off. And then as time goes by, I'll try to set a structure around everything, maybe get some recommendations here or there and try to make something out of it. But as of now, this is kind of how it's going to be. Just me talking and just letting you guys hear what I have to say. I've always had an issue with sleeping, I guess you could say. Never been a real person for sleeping, unfortunately. So I always seem to have a lot of time on my hands at night. And instead of me just laying down in bed thinking about the world, I decided to actually talk with the world and let you guys know what I have to say about certain things. So for now, this thing is just going to be based around what I like, what I find interesting. Pretty much what I find interesting is going to be stuff of the horror genre, paranormal stuff, things along those lines. And from there, I'll get recommendations and see what else I can do besides that. It might be literally any topic in the world, and I'll do my best to talk about it. I've always had a thing for talking about almost anything with anyone. So I decided that if I can do it in person, why not do it with the rest of the world? But once again, thank you guys so much for being here. I cannot thank you enough. And if you have any recommendations or if you want to suggest this to anybody, go ahead and do so. It really means the world to me to have people listening to me, just so that way I can go ahead and try to make something out of this little project of mine. But once again, thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.